Hi there. I'm Nu-Trix, the synth guy, and I'm looking for my coffee. And I'm back. I'm back with my Nu-Trix coffee. Actually, it's not a Nu-Trix coffee, but it's a coffee mug from Nu-Trix. Hello, everybody. Today, I'm talking about the X-Drive Distortion. It's announced as a guitar distortion pedal. It's a what they call boutique. I think that the word boutique means so many different things today. But it is a very solid, as you can see on this one, all metal case, very heavy, well built. All the knobs are really sturdy and solid, and you get that feeling of it's a well built box. Is it a boutique? I don't really care. My question personally is, how does it sound on a synthesizer? Because of course it's announced as a guitar pedal, and most people who look at it are probably guitar players. But I like to have pedals for the synthesizers world also. And of course they are not tagged as synthesizer pedal, but they can work easily, like this one. So I'm running the circuit mono station. It's probably my go-to synth for a mono synth. And because it's analog, it has its own punch. It's basically a base station 2 in a circuit box, basically. So if we hear, we're going to go straight into it and play with the sounds, and you'll see. Before we do that, just remember that this is a very powerful box. It's about $299 US. What's interesting about this box, it's very well built physically. We just said that. You have USB for audio and control, external control for like classic pedal stuff, MIDI, a lot of controls for MIDI here. Headphones, you can listen to what you do right away. Cab simulator out. The internal processing, it's computer-based. I mean, it's a CPU, it's a DSP. It's not analog. Some of it is, of course, analog, but most of it, it's basically a software running the emulation that you know and love from iKey Multimedia on their, different plugins that they have. So now it's included into this. What's interesting is when you buy it, you can actually download the editor librarian. You can edit on screen and send stuff between the computer and it, so you can just back up your sounds, your presets if you want. On top of that, it's also an audio interface, so you can hook up the USB at the back directly into your computer, and if you play guitar, for example, on top of using it for distortion in this case, because they've got 4 of them, so you can use it to distort your guitar or edit it, modify it, but right away, instead of converting it back into analog and into the analog world, you can just keep it into the digital world and go straight to the computer without any other manipulation. So you're not losing between conversions again. So it's only your guitar goes straight to it, or your synthesizer goes, or your drum, beatbox, whatever goes straight into it. And the output, you can actually use it by USB audio straight into your computer. On top of it, you've got MIDI in and MIDI out. So when you turn the knobs, you can send MIDI information, and it can receive a lot of MIDI information to control all of the parameters. So it's really powerful. If somebody wants to use this and have a lot of real-time control over almost every parts of the sound, of the effects, you can. So it's really flexible, and it can really be adapted to the way you work and how much you want to control over this in real time. So this is really, really cool. But let's go straight to what's important. How does it sound? Okay, so presets, you can change the presets here. When you're in different presets, you can change between the models, and you see the models at the bottom here. The first one is modern, metal, monarch, cat, orange, yellow, green, diode, blue, booster, high boost, crusher, octofuzz, purple, fuzz face, and big fuzz. And all of them, they have these control in real time. I mean, you've got drive, the bass, the mid, and the treble EQ. So that's the basic stuff. But you can also go into parameter, and then you can have specific controls for each of them. Most of them have a lot of similar controls, like for example, noise gate, threshold, compressor, sensitivity, the cab simulator. If you press on it, then you get a choice of different type of cabs, mix, percentage of the mix. So most of them are the same. What can change is often the first one. Like in this one, you've got color, and you can play with the drive, the color. Let's say we get out of this, and we can get, let's say, to cat. If you click again, you get color for this one. If you go metal, you get punch instead, and you click punch, you've got value for this. You have color also. So depending on which one you have, let's say we go, just show you another type of option. You have crush, for example. You've got the cutoff frequency, and you have a decimator. So the digital crushing is also there. So depending on which one you're turning, you're selecting. So you can have access to these specific control inside each of these models that you load in. And of course, if you press here, you turn it on. So let's go back to, let's say, choosing the first memory. There's a lot of them. The Jupiter one. So my sound without any effects, so it's turned off. It's this. So that's the sound without any effects. Turn it on. You hear the noise at the background. If you want to get rid of the noise, you could go into here and go play with the noise gate. Turn it off, turn it on. Noise threshold. So this is how you can actually go in and edit what you want really quickly. And again, if I play with this, have bass and high, treble, or just mid. So it's easy to really quickly tweak what you want. If you want to save it, press here, change the name, and you can save it. I'm not going to save it. I'm going to out this one, take another one. Change the presets. This one's cool. No effects. So that's my clean sound. Easy to tweak. And go into parameters again, color, basically a tone control. Next one. This one has a lot of, this is the clean sound. Pretty cool. That's a cool one. That's a really cool crusher type of sound. cool sound. Again, no effects. Clean sound. It's cool. You feel that it wants to come up, but it can't. It's just like squashed. In October, that is pretty cool. I like the sound that just breaks up. Let's slow it down. like it. I like the fact that it can sound like a guitar almost if you play with the right synth. If you want to have that aggressivity that guitar would have normally, and it's just it just works well. If you want a lot of different types of distortions, this is really cool. If you like what IK Multimedia puts out there as distortion in their plugins, you're going to find that in the hardware itself, and it's a box. It works all the time, and you've got the editor that comes with it, and the price is right. $299 for what it does. It's an audio interface, for God's sake. So you can just put anything in and record straight into your computer. If you turn off everything, it's just an audio mono input. It works. I haven't tested out with the iPhone. Does it record with the iPhone? Wait a sec. So that's it. Now we know there's 4 different X Gear IQ Multimedia pedal, and I've got the 4 of them here in the studio right now to test out. So I'm testing out. This one is done. I'm going to have the 3 others to test in the next week coming in. So that's it. Stay safe. Make your music. See you soon.